I got an exciting start to this stream. We are going to watch some endgame situations, my endgame situations where I'm solo quadding, solo trios, solo duo, whatever it may be. I actually haven't even seen the gameplay yet. This will be fresh for me. My editor pulled 3 separate endgame clips. We're going to watch it. We're going to break it down. We're going to break down the mindset. So without further ado, let's do it. So we hear this guy above. This guy's got broken plates. I got sniped just like D. I guess that's the same team. That was a sweaty team. I remember this end game. This was a sweaty team that I had to get out. I think they had nuke skins and stuff. Doc with a massive clutch res. Massive clutch res. What can I do here? There's a couple decisions I can make right here, okay? No money. No potential for buyback. Loadout right here, not really an option because I could get hell from this and this. There are enemies in this base. There are enemies right here. This is not in zone. If I go to hit this is not really the best option, but I might do it. Who knows? I don't remember what I did here. We're just breaking down what could I do best here. So look, I'm floating as long as I can. I'm looking for information. Where are other teams? And let's just point out real quick. Again, sometimes people are like, how do you know where certain people are at certain times? I'm telling you, brother, if you are taking as much information as you always can in moments like this as well. If I see a team down here in this bottom right-hand corner or one of these back buildings right here, I will do my very best to remember as much as I can, and that will sometimes play into it later. Like, because I remember these guys are here and these guys are here, I'm already going to be careful of that. But I'm trying to get information down here. I'm floating around. There's still freaking 7 teams total left in this game. One buy, D's calling it out again. I have no cash. I just noticed somebody flared here. I'm getting shot out of the sky.
I mean, they're looking. They just know. There's some knowers.
Okay, so that was the option I ended up going with. Because I chose to wait very long and kind of didn't really know what to do, okay? Because I didn't act quick enough, I just started getting beamed out of the sky. And I had to basically just drop out of the sky quick, because you can even see it right here. I started to think like, okay, maybe I'll go loadout. I have no cash. I can't buy D. Maybe I'll go loadout. But then I noticed a flare. Oh shit.
I'm just gonna get his teammates shoot me
a flare.
And they just know.
So now I know there's like there's one guy right here. You can see him crossing over. There's another guy that just landed here. His teammates were in quads right now. Or no, sorry, we're in trios right now. So there very well could be another player maybe in this compound, something like that. I'm getting shot at from over here. Look, this guy flares right here. There's a guy on top of this roof. I'm getting shot at by this team. Like, this is not a good situation. I took too long, and now we have to land in a random orange shack. Maybe I work loadout here. Let's see what happens. I don't think so, because it's way out of zone. I start slowly working for this team because I know that I'm behind a team. You can hear them running in that building.
For a refresh. One smoke.
D's telling me to play for a refresh. He's calling out my smoke grenades. I see one.
And he's just aware.
He's aware. He probably had high alert right there. I didn't take the shots in the off chance that he didn't have high alert, because again, I'm trying to win this game. I'm not trying to get... That's not a good position to be taking shots, because look, again, I'm keeping in the back of my mind that there is a team on fire. There is a team on fire. I died to them with a headshot snipe. They are sweaty. They hit good shots. I got to be careful about that team. If I shoot this guy, I have an unsuppressed weapon. I have 40 bullets and no reserve ammo. One smoke grenade and a frag, no plates, literally half a sliver of a plate left. I'm not in a good position right here. I don't want to really interact with these guys. I want them to run away, maybe go towards the buy, fight the team that was on the buy that killed Doc, and let me just kind of slip away if I can. That obviously doesn't happen because I'm assuming this guy has high alert. Because look, I look at this guy, he does not see me. He's actually aimed in sniping, and then he looks over here. He definitely 100% had high alert. D calls out the smoke. Beautiful call. Those guys are looking at me to the top right, so I go left. We see we get lucky with a little barricade right here. Keep moving up to the wall. That guy is looking right at me, shooting at the other guys, I'm pretty sure. We slip away. We're playing our life right here. Let them fight. Do not shoot. There's not much I can shoot at right here. Cannot shoot at that. PA gets called on my head. I gotta move. Now we work under this fire team. I just saw a guy move out to my left. I don't know for certain if I caught this guy while I'm playing or not, because here's the thing. When you're watching gameplay, it's much easier to see things that you don't. I'm not certain if I missed this or not, but right here, I just caught a player move out to the left of fire station right here. I might catch this. I might catch this. 2 players right here on my left. Again, more information. We've got 2 players low ground. How are we going to work this? Zone is coming in. 14 seconds left. Zone's coming in. I'm on the edge of zone. We got to rotate again because we're getting very unlucky with these zone pulls. We run back in the building. Lay in the corner. Try to play our life a little bit. We hear footsteps inside. Trying to play this very slow. One guy on the roof. We see him on the roof. He's running around. Creak this door. We don't want these guys to know I'm here. We want to play this slow.
Silence gun right there on the bottom.
I remember what happens right here. There's guns right in front of me. Yep. We get very, very lucky right here. Smoke grenades.
Smokes right there.
Smoke grenades and an HMR for the end game was huge. We get plated up. One guy at zone, one landing in on the roof. I clearly see that. The guys that are already up there shooting at me. Okay, so look, this decision, again, this is not just like a moment to... This isn't just a random reason why I killed this guy and went left instead of going right. Because I could have easily killed this guy and go over here. I could just rotate that way. Z, why are you not rotating that way? Most likely, due to the fact that when we rotated earlier, what did I notice? I might not have called it out in the moment. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, whatever. If this was an inside the mind of Zlaner, maybe I call it out, maybe I don't. But what do I notice right here? There is 1, 2, and a guy on the roof. There's more than that one player. I gotta be very careful in this situation. So when I rotate up here and I kill this guy that lands in, this guy flies in. He's getting shot at by this team. We take this guy out and we instantly smoke our feet. Watch that. Instantly smoke our feet even before we kill him. More of you need to start doing this. If you don't, first and foremost, if you don't use smoke grenades, wake up. What are you doing? Secondly, it is one of the most useful items that you have in your arsenal for 1v2ing, 1v3ing, 1v4ing, even just solo fighting, whatever. They're useful, but they are more useful. They're even more useful for solo, V, duo, trio, quad, etc. Moments. And why is that? Because you can get lost in that smoke. You can get very lost in that sauce. What you do is right here in this moment, I know that there's more than one player on this team, or at least I know there's more players over here. Maybe it's not this team. This person flew in. Who knows? Maybe they're not a part of this team. But anyway, I know there's more people that rotated this way. There's still 6 teams in a very small zone. So I kill this guy, insta smoke, then full, then grab the plates, and we move right. I don't have a gas mask. I could have easily been like, oh, let me play the safe route and move right with the zone so I have more time in the gas. But then we run straight into, most likely run straight into a team. If we go over here, we most likely run into a team. So I'm not going that way. I'm gonna cut right. I could easily run into someone on the right, but my odds are better. I at least know there's a guy over here versus not knowing whether there's somebody back here. So we rotate in the zone, go left again, more smokes. Look at all the smokes. So I just start spamming these bad boys. Ram 7, throw more smokes. I just picked up like literally 4 or 5 smokes.
5 people remaining total.
D giving a great calm on how many players are left. 5 other people. I'm making sure to watch this back area. I hear shots inside. We're gonna rotate inside and look for this fight.
Comes upstairs.
D gives a call for 1v upstairs. You can probably hear that. Sees one right there. Grabbing more smokes. Just if you see smokes on the ground and you have an open slot, don't die for them. But bro, smoke grenades are broken. If you know how to get lost in a smoke grenade, I promise you're gonna win 1v4s, 1v2s, 1v3s way more often. You cannot win those if you are not. The only way you win 1v2s, 3s, 4 situations. What have I said before, chat? You make the team feel like they are fighting a team, not like they're fighting a solo.
You're losing ground.
Big information right there.
One above you.
High alert just popped. As soon as I ran into that building, I'm going to lay down and hold this angle. Because I got a guy above me, and I see zone pulling to me. So this guy, he has to come to me right here. This is a free kill. This is a free angle. All I got to do is hit my shots. Look, he's going to shoulder. He's got a nuke skin on. He's not a bad player. And look. Again, I'm going to keep pausing it. Tell me whether or not I am talking too much or talking too little. Here's the thing. This is my first time I've done this. I just want to give you as much insight as humanly possible so that you can really understand what I'm doing in these situations. If I'm talking too much, I'm talking out of my ass, let me know, okay? Let me know. We'll switch it up a little bit, but I'm going to pause again here because I think this is important. I think this is very important right here. So why did I not just lay here and shoot this guy? Why did I not just hold this angle and continue to shoot this guy and hold this angle? Because he has to push to me. I could probably get the free kill, right? Why did I decide to smoke my feet and run away? in this particular moment. Any answers in the chat? Any answers in the chat? Let's open it up to the floor. Why did I do this? Why did I not just hold that angle? Because you still got a guy on the roof. Woo! Yes! Oh, you guys are so smart. You guys must watch this stream pretty often, huh? Come on. Listen, why? Because there's a guy on the roof, okay? And if this guy is not an idiot, those shots that I just took, he is going to try to get involved. He is going to most likely try to get involved. And if he doesn't, he's just a bot. I still at least took the precaution. It's better safe than sorry. How can I know this guy's a Timmy? It's a top 3 situation. He made it to endgame. So, you guys are right. I take shots at this guy, and I instantly am like, okay, unfortunately, he did not shoulder me long enough. This guy didn't just push out in the open. He's a decent player. You can see he's got a nuke skin. He's got to be decent at the game to get a freaking nuke. He knows what he's doing, so he shoulders the wall. If he ran right out, I could have just held down the trigger, kept shooting, and been good. But he shoulders it, peeks back behind the wall, probably has a gas mask, and then it forces my hand. I have to move because there's a guy above my head. And you even see on high alert that I made the right decision, because watch this. Watch this. He shoulders. I take shots. He baits my shot out. Look at the bottom of my screen. Look at the bottom of my screen. Let me break out the fucking yellow color. Let me break out the yellow color. Look at this. Now, yes, I guess this could maybe be the guy that was at the wall, re-peeking out and looking at me, but I don't think so. I think the angle of this, it kind of makes me think that the guy on this roof, red color, bad guy on roof, he is now looking at me exactly like I predicted. That's a very terrible arrow. I mean, that is super bad, but he's looking at me. I made the right decision. We smoke our feet because smokes are broken and they're very useful and you need to use them more. So write that on your notepad, okay? Get your notepad out, write it down. Use your smoke grenades more often, okay? We smoke our feet, we move. We move to this building. Again, keeping in mind, I know that zone is pulling to me. That's the whole reason I laid down in that spot to begin with. I knew a guy was behind me, waiting for zone to pull out so I can get into this cover. This is game-winning territory right here. Because look, even the guy on the roof, even this guy, he has to rotate to me. This guy has to rotate to me. This guy has to rotate to me. Buddy, this is my domain. It's over. It's over right here if I get over here and I control this area. So it's just a free rotate. Let's see how it plays out. So we get inside and I instantly look to the roof because I'm like, okay, is this guy looking at me? Smoke's kind of blocking it. Let's shut the door. Very important to shut doors. We can talk about that later.
Backside over here. He's up.
D with a great call out. Maybe heard footsteps or, again, maybe just played a game of chess. Because here's the thing, folks. Here's another thing. Call it red boxes. Call it what you will. Okay? I like to call it game sense. Okay? Maybe a little Cronus. Maybe a little wall hack sprinkled in there. Who knows? A really good player that's been playing COD their whole life, okay? You could take a CDL player and, you know, you put him in a situation like this. Yes, you can get audio cues, okay? But a lot of the time, you're just thinking about what would I do if I was the other player? And yes, there's a lot to do. There's a lot. You have to be focused on your shooting and your aim and your fucking, how much utility do I have in my bottom right-hand corner? You know, ammo, where am I moving next? All these different factors and stuff that you can't even predict that just happen in the moment that you have to react to. But if you've played COD your whole life, guess what? You do not have to do that as much because there's something called muscle memory, okay? And muscle memory, when you play a game a shit ton of times, if you want to go watch like StarCraft or League of Legends or these games that have very high amounts of like, you look at the screen and you're like, what is even happening right now? There's so much shit going on. How do these players focus? I've heard them talk about this before. Lots of high-level players in other esports even say, like, being interviewed after a crazy play and being like, do you even know what happened right there? And most of the time, they're like, honestly, I mean, yeah, I can kind of break it down for you, but, like, in the moment, I'm just fully going off of, I've been in this situation a million times because I play this game all the time. Muscle memory is kicking in a lot of the time, okay? So what I was getting at with that is that if you get to a point where your muscle memory is really locked in, you then clear the mind and clear the space. I look at it as kind of like, now you don't have to really think about that, actively think about it. Now you can actively think about stuff like, where is this guy? Where did this guy rotate? I'm in a 1v3 I'm in a 1v1v1 situation. I only need 2 players to focus on. That's not a lot of people to have to focus on in a battle royale with hundreds of players. I'm in an endgame situation. Where did the guy low ground rotate? He could have rotated over here out in the open when I didn't see him. He could have went this way and rotated through the building. But why would he do that? Why would he do that? One, I'm holding this angle. I am holding this angle as soon as I get in the door. Maybe not instantly, but I peek the roof just to make sure because this guy started looking at me. And then I start watching this cross because zone is coming in and we know low ground guy has to rotate in, okay? We check this cross. We don't see anything. Again, he could have went that way, but it's very highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely. Why is it highly unlikely? Zone is pushing in. Why is he going to go under this guy? It could happen, but highly unlikely. So let me go check my rear end. Let me go check the backside. A side, by the way, that looks very promising. This guy was on this wall back out here in the zone, okay? This guy was way back here in the zone. I have to think in my head, what is this player going to do in a situation like this? Like, that's the questions you need to be asking yourself. Again, in the moment, sometimes it's very hard to just like do that on the fly. But again, the more you play the game, the muscle memory, it kicks in, all that good stuff, okay? What is the best possible way for this player to survive and maybe win this game? He's got to rotate from here. And what would I do? What would I do in this situation? Probably play this backside. Because if I play this backside, I can rotate away from this guy. He probably heard the shots from this guy up here on the roof. I can rotate away from this guy, and I can just wrap around this whole backside cover and get in his zone.
Backside over here. He's up.
Oh, we put his ass down very quickly, very swiftly.
On the left. Right there, yep.
I hear footstep cues. We shut the door. I break the glass. Okay. Okay. I'm going to tip myself a little bit. Just what I said to you a second ago, the whole like muscle memory thing, bro, I am just doing that I'm not really thinking about. That's why I can kind of do it a little bit quick. I can do it with some swiftness. I'm thinking about it. Obviously, there's a plan. There's like there's a rhyme to the reason, but like a lot of it is just, okay, let me throw this guy off. Let me just throw all the tactics at him, bro. Within 5 seconds, this guy, I mean, he might not know where I am anymore. I kill that guy. He knows I'm in this direction, right? Okay. I hear him, and so does D. He calls it out. He hears him on my left, okay?
Here. He's up.
So I still think, okay, is this guy on the roof? Let me shoulder this angle. Let me shoulder this door and this spot. Because if he is on the roof, I can shoulder it. He's going to peek me. I'm going to go inside, and then, boom, re-chow from either the window or the door. It's a classic re-chowing moment. Let me just bait him out a little bit. But all we hear is footsteps. So I think he's in this corner to my left.
On the left.
See, I just heard that. It's very faint, but you can fully hear it, especially if you're listening from my POV. I got my audio completely teed, blasting in my ear. I can hear this guy on the left. Even D calls it out.
Right there, yep.
We shut the door, okay? We break the window and instantly run back to the door. If this guy is back here, okay, he will probably get baited out from that glass break. If he's back here, he will get baited. Look at this window, and I think I chow from here. Okay? So it's just a quick little bait. Whether it works or not, it doesn't matter. If it did work, that's great. If it doesn't work, we try other shit. Boom. Instantly slide chow this shit and stare at this. Cook a nade. Is he back there? Check it. No hit marker. So wait, where is this guy? Is he not there?
Discipline, you got this.
Is he inside the building? It sounded like he was ground level to me and to D. Oh, yeah, big. He's still on the roof, and we didn't know. But again, people will call wall hacks. If you watch a stream, if you watch the stream enough, you know what you're working with, okay? You know what you're working with. But most people, they will call the wall hacks. They will call the stuff. I'm looking in the bottom right-hand corner. I'm playing every angle the way I should play it. This guy doesn't end up being in this bottom left-hand corner. He ends up being up top. But again, I'm going off of audio cue. I'm going off of what I kind of hear. And I'm still staying frosty. Maybe he climbs up to the roof. Maybe he was down here and climbed back up. Who knows? I still make sure to keep every possible thing into the equation. So I back up. Zone's pulling in. Look, this guy, he finally has to come off. Zone is fully pulling in. He finally has to come out of here and push to me. So I know he's going to come here. Let me reposition because he already probably knows I'm in this area now that I've shot my gun 3 times and broken windows and done that shit. Let me reposition just slightly and get a crazy, crazy head glitch angle or just give myself some type of advantage. That's exactly what we do.
Play discipline, you got this.
D says play a discipline. Zone is fully pushing in. He's going to push him off the roof here. So let me back up. Let me hop on this. Boom. Oh, peekaboo. There he is. He's on the roof. Now, apply the beamage. Apply the shots. Apply the Cronus.
Yep.
We'll put his ass out.
Yeah!
That's a big res out of you boys. Good shit.
He put his
shit.
ass
That's a
out.
fucking
Big
clutch
fucking
right
res out of you
there.
boys. Come on. Good shit. And then
That's
we
a
tip the
clutch right
boys.
there.
And then we tip the boys for the big reses. Doc and D. None of that happens without these reses right here. D with a big res. I die again, Doc, with a big res. Sacrificial res. And then the boys are dead for the rest of the game. You know I got to clutch it up for the boys. Will this be on the midterm, Professor Z? Yes. Yes. Jot it down. Get your notepad out.